Okay, so this is my creed. It's the life of me. I'm Chase Albanese. I grew up in Youngstown. Not grew up, but I was born there, and then moved here. Grew up in Obeds, which is down the street. Started playing basketball around age 5. After that, it just took off. I didn't really know that it would take me to where I'm at, but that's probably the biggest reason for my success in life, behind my parents. Went to St. Timothy School for my education before here, and now I'm at Hartley. So here is my life graph. So I was born on September 21st at 5:28 p.m. 2000. There's my baby picture.
There you go.
So 2005, that was my first day of school. Graphic I got messed up. That was really my first, wow, I'm in kind of the real world, even though I didn't really know at the time. So then, 2007 was when my brother was diagnosed with autism. I'll get more into that later, because that's in my influential part. 2008 was my first communion, and that was my first, opening to God. I'm gonna take God seriously in my life, that I need to accept it, and that if I want to get to heaven one day, I need God. And then 2013 was kind of the first vacation, family-wise. We went to Fort Myers, was kind of young, and it was really, really good to see how other states work and how other people live. And some people down there live better and worse, so it made me look at life in different perspectives. So 2015 was freshman year, and it began, and it was a high point because going in, I didn't know anyone, so I had to really meet new people, and that helped when I made the basketball team. It's when I really kicked off, made most of my friends, became a little more social. Didn't really like Hartley freshman year, but that changed after because of that. 2017, there was a low point. I kind of had that wrong. I did make the team on varsity, but I wasn't playing as much as I wanted to. And it just made me look in the mirror okay, you gotta work harder if stuff isn't going your way, and that nothing's gonna be handed to you, that you got to go after it and get it. And then, again in 2017, or maybe it was 2018, I got my license. I did label it out on there.
January
2018, I finally got my license. It was kind of me, thinking, okay, I'm a little more superior now. I can do things on my own, Took a while, but I got it. And then this year, 2019, probably the best part that has happened to me in my life was committing to play Division III basketball at Heidelberg University, because all my hard work finally paid off, and it just happened. And I didn't really think it was going to happen at one point. Influential people and events in my life. Okay, my family. Here's my dad. It's a little rugged picture, but
it's a little rough.
This was, we were working out in our concession business, so we go around county fairs all year round. We own games and food, so it's kind of labor. You gotta work hard to get what you want. He taught me more of the hard work aspect, because I go with him out in the summertime and I have to help him. It's a lot of lifting, a lot of transporting stuff into other trailers and whatnot. So he taught me the aspect of hard work. And then there's my brother, kind of the person that I look to for any sort of advice, because he went through a lot more than I could have ever endured in my life. So he's the person I look towards for advice, other than my mom, which is right in front of me. And then there's my mom. She taught me kind of everything. She made me kind of the man I am, be respectful, work hard, but more than that, she was the only person in the house, like, and it's every year, she's the only person in the house for about 6 months of the year. So she had to take more of the guy role in the household and be a mom and a dad for boys, for me and my brother. So it taught me that it doesn't matter what gender you are, you can have an impact on male or female, the opposite of you. My friends, these are just all my friends. So they lift me up. If I'm having a bad day, they can just come towards me and lift me up, put a smile on my face, and they've brought my sense of humor out. I'm very sarcastic, and they have a big reason for that. The one on the left, Griffin, and the one on the right, Blake, I've known them for a lot of my life, and Griffin was the one who pushed me in basketball because when I was in 4th grade, he was definitely better than I was. And that was the first time that I was like, oh, crap, someone's better than me. I've got to try and be better than them. But it's all out of love. Like, we're really, really good friends. And we still hold it to this day. He's a little bit of a character like myself. And Blake, I've known him literally since I was born. So they do the same thing as our family. They've got like the carnival stuff, and they go around the fairs. Their parents grew up with my dad, so it was like, he's like a brother, basically. And even though we don't see each other much, because we're like 45 minutes away, you can always text him, and if he wants to hang out, like, he's always there. Like, he's never gonna, like, he's loyal. He taught me loyalty. And an event was, I was about 7. Colby was diagnosed with autism, a mild case, Asperger's, but it was a little more than that at the time because I was really young. I was about 3 or 4 when I kind of learned. I didn't know what it was because I'm too young to know, but I learned that going through all the speech therapies that he went through, he would cry to the point where it was bloody murder, and I would have to watch it, and I couldn't watch it. Like, I'd have to walk out of the room, and it just taught me that if he's going through that, and if he can get through that, there's nothing that's going to be hard for me, like that hard. And seeing him develop to where he is now, he's in college, he's going to graduate in a year, he's got above a 3-point, dealing with all this, it makes me open up my eyes to say that I can be vulnerable, because he was vulnerable about telling people if he had it or not. And he opened up to his teachers, told them that he was dealing with this, he got better in school, out of school, he got better socially, and taught me to open up, start being more social with other people, and be better in school, not just in school, but in sports, and just work hard at everything that you do. I wouldn't really call it an event, but it's kind of an event. So 4th grade, I was introduced to AAU, didn't know what it was, and I found it, ironically, from a link on Craigslist for a basketball tryout, and I went. First practice, I'm a chubby kid, run suicides, and we ran 21 suicides in practice. I got through it, and my dad we come home to practice, my dad comes, and he goes, I think he really likes it, to my mom. And then that's when I started losing all the weight, and started kind of just practicing more and more, and it got to the point where this is what I want to do for the rest of my life, kind of. And I have made the best friendships I could have asked for playing basketball. Values and traits that shape me. Okay, so compassionate when it comes to kind of everything. I'm very hardworking on the court in school. There's a picture of me, by the way. That's me working in the summer for what we do. It's really, really busy, so it just shows what you kind of got to go through. I'm enthusiastic at times. You've probably seen. I can be thoughtful, not usually though. Maybe about other things. Very, very stubborn. And that's kind of a bad thing, because people see how stubborn I am. Evan, Bradley, you've probably seen it. When someone tells me to do something, I want to do it, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to give other people the upper hand. I'm very, very impatient, so if someone's taking too long on something, I'm leaving. I'm not going to wait for them. And I'm sometimes very quick-tempered. If someone says something that's kind of personal, it's to the point where I want to just blow up and not fight, but fight in a way. My big question, this was a very, very tough one. Does God exist and is he real? I had 3 responses. My mom said, I believe he's real due to karma. By doing something as simple as holding the door open for someone, inevitably something good will happen to you. I don't believe that happens by accident, only God can do this. My dad said, I didn't really believe that God existed until my life was saved twice in a day, and I was saved from drowning twice. And in my eyes, it was a miracle. And lastly, my brother said that he was put on this earth for a reason, and it is only because a higher being chose him to be here. And he was born the way he was for a reason, and he accepts it. So I would say that he's real now because of all the things that people have experienced in my life. Being saved twice in a day from drowning, it just doesn't happen normally. So it just shows that there's a greater power here trying to keep some people on this earth, and some things just happen for a reason. If someone passes away, it happens. It happens for a reason. And we're all made in the same image and likeness of God. So no matter how my brother was made, it kind of it tells me that there's a certain way that he makes people, but in the same image. So no one should be judgmental towards others. Guiding quote. This is from Rocky Balboa, and I think Rocky 4. I think this is. It's very, very long. It says, let me tell you something you already know. The world ain't all sunshine and rainbows. It's a very mean and nasty place, and I don't care how tough you are. It will beat you to your knees and keep you there permanently if you let it. You, me, or nobody's going to hit as hard as life, but it ain't about how hard you hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. How much you can take and keep moving forward, that's how winning is done. And it spoke to me because life isn't going to be easy. Ever. I mean, sometimes, but usually it's going to be hard. You're going to have to learn how to just take adversity and live with it and work through it. And if you don't, you're probably going to fail in life. And I take this quote for everything that I do: getting a job, playing basketball, working hard in school, anything. Creed statement: who am I? One of my friends, Susie, said, I'm a very hardworking, determined, and loyal friend that shows his sense of humor by being sarcastic, which is true. And my mom said, I've been committed in everything that I've done throughout my life, and I'm committed, and that's why I'm playing college basketball. So who am I? I think I'm a very committed and hardworking and determined person in everything I do. As a friend, I'm very loyal, caring, and I've learned to be outgoing and caring towards everyone. So, college life, my plans after high school, I'll be attending Heidelberg University, and I'll be playing basketball for 4 years, maybe 5, depending if I get my MBA. And then I'm going to major in business, maybe double in sports management too. There's a collage, a bunch of pictures. And a little bit more. And that's it.
Nice job, Chase. Nice job.
Any questions? Yeah.
So I realized, and you mentioned that you hated it when you first came to Bishop Hartley, and everybody should know that you really wanted to come to Bishop Hartley. what changed that made you, as you say, how much you love it here, and you're kind of hating to leave?
It's the people. It's gotta be. I just made my best friendships here, and everyone here's got kind of the same personality as me. The people that I hang with. Speaking of the one that just walked in.
Mm-hmm. Oh, hey, Nate.
Yeah, I just learned to mesh with a lot of people. It wasn't easy though, because coming from a school, I'm by myself. But everyone was so accepting towards me.
You mean coming from a school that wasn't a feeder school
Yeah.
into Bishop Hartley? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So everyone was accepting. It wasn't hard. And after freshman year, it kind of took off.
Yeah.
And became happy.
Cool.
Is that it?
I saw a picture of your dog. Is that your dog?
That is my
On that
dog.
side?
That's Frisco.
It's,
So cute.
yep.
Super cute. I think you answered everything very well. Yeah. I think you got all your points. And you did a great job as far as your likes and You did not do that as much. You came to my room after school. I'm probably going to say this a lot.